So right to left, full electric windows, door lock, and the electric window lock on that side. What you've also got here is a button that gives you, when it's sat in the middle, gives you auto power fold mirrors. So when you lock the door, this is what will make the mirrors fold in and out, but you can manually open it and close it when the power's on. And you've also got your left and right indicator here, so you put it onto the right and then you can move your right mirror, move it across to the left and use your paddle to manoeuvre the left hand mirror. Down here you've got a number of buttons, one of which is your automatic high beam, one of which is your heated steering wheel, and also your power boot as well. Down on the floor you've got your petrol flap, and it's on the left. So when you lift it up you can move the rear rest, and the button in the middle is to pump the seat up and down. So you just keep pushing it down and it will go down, and pump up to go up. And then you've also got your lumbar support, yes. So inside, if you want to go back into the look at the steering wheel, you've got your adaptive cruise control, and you've also got your car distance indicator there, so you can set that to 3 car lengths, 2 car lengths or 1 car length while you're on adaptive cruise. Next to it you've got your lane departure warning, so basically if you get too close to a white line it will bleep at you, but it will also steer in as well, so it will keep you within the lines as you're driving around. The bottom ones on the bottom here are all to do with the media system, so you've got your volume controls and you've got your next radio station or next track on your music, and then you've got a mode button that changes it between AM, FM, DAB and Bluetooth, etc. You've got your climate control in the middle, and then what you've also got on the buttons just in there, which I think you can see, is your heated seats. You've also got your hill descent button, and then over here you've got your drive mode buttons, your EV mode, your traction control, and you've also got your power modes by being able to turn the dial left to right. But you've also got a trail function as well, so if you're going off-road it will put the traction control settings slightly differently for you. The next bit, really need to get the power on so I can show you all the screen.
So I've got the key in the car, we're going to press the power button.
Need your foot on the brake.
No, does it need to be?
That's it. Foot on the brake, and then press the power button so it all comes on. There you go, you know when it's on because it says ready and EV is on.
So do I need to keep the foot on? Oh!
No, you can take your foot off now. So what you can also do as well, if you whilst driving, that's normally one that most people like it on because you can see the fuel economy and how many miles you've got left in the range. You can scroll across and there's your compass, and it will also give you your lane departure warning if you'd rather that in the big screen. On that screen, when you've got your map going, it will give you your turn-by-turn navigation in there. And then as we scroll across again, there's your radio, and then you're back to the trip again. This is quite an interesting one. It shows you what's being used at what points. So as you can see, the hybrid battery is half full, and currently the engine is charging the hybrid battery, but as you drive around you'll be able to see that flicking backwards and forwards between what's actually being used, whether it's the petrol engine or whether it's the hybrid battery that's being used. If we scroll down again, then you've got your tyre settings. Fronts are at 2.3, rears at 2.1 bar. And then again, because it's all-wheel drive, you can have it sat on that screen, and then it will show you exactly what power is being put to each wheel when you're accelerating. So again, if you were off-road, it would show you that one wheel was using more power than the others, for argument's sake, if it needed a bit of extra traction.
So the engine's gone off now?
Engine goes on and off, so while we're sat here now, it'll keep going on and off as it needs to.
Which one's the fuel, the petrol?
It's the one,
Is that
yeah, it's up there.
Full, okay.
It's a quarter of a tank.
Quarter.
Quarter tank, absolutely. So what we've got here is your window wipers. So again, they're all the way to the top, and one down will then set it to auto. So when it rains, obviously the wipers will then start to go. If you want to go a little bit faster, then you just keep going down, and they'll just get faster, just like a normal window wipers do. Turn for your rear wash wipe. Squirt water, pull towards you, or to squirt water on the back. Just keep twisting. On this side, you've got your automatic lights, so when it goes dark, it'll put the lights on. And then if you've got your automatic high beam set, when it's put on, it will then go on and off as it sees cars in the distance and things. It will dip your full beam with the button down here on. So there's your navigation. Press the home button and you've got your media. So then you've got FM, DAB, USB, Bluetooth on there. So again, whatever you want to listen to, whether it be, I don't know, Radio 2. Turn the volume up. And then go back to the home button. You've got on the vehicle settings, you've got similar to what was on the screen over there. Tells you what the fuel economy is. Also tell you what's being used at any one point. You've got your tyre pressures in there as well. And tells you how much is in there, and again what your average speed is and what the drive mode is in. And then I just need to connect your phone. If ever you're have an accident, you can flip that down and press the call button and it will call the emergency services. However, if you crash and you are not able to press that, the car will know it's crashed.
Yeah.
It will know where you are and it will call the emergency services. If you do not answer the emergency services, they will send people to your location and they will know how fast you crashed and how many people are in the car by all the sensors in the car.
Oh, right.
So they'll send the right amount of people.
Hope I'm not speeding then.
Hope you're not speeding, absolutely. So that's your hill descent. So when you press that and activate that, you can then take your foot off everything and it will just drive itself to the bottom of the hill. So if you're off-road, it will go down.
What about going up?
No, it doesn't go up. You need to drive it up. It tells you everything.
That's good.
Yeah,
So it tells me where the coffee is,
yeah.
food.
And parking.
That's great.
So there you go. It's now finding you all the places to park in Boston. As long as you have got your seatbelt on, as soon as you pull this into D, that will release the parking brake and allow you to drive off. You can manually do it as well by pushing, and well, you have to have your foot on the brake, but push and hold and up for putting it back on. But if you just leave it, just put your seatbelt on, pull it into D, it'll take it off, put it back into P for park, and it will take it, so it will put it back on for you.
But like if we're on a hill saying we want to move away, you can press that to
the car will hold itself anyway in D, but you've also got the automatic hold here. So in that scenario, you'd press the automatic hold, and it holds as if the handbrake is on without the handbrake being on, and you can just put your foot on the accelerator, and it'll be held as if you've got your foot on the brake, and you just accelerate, and it will take it off.
Right.
Any further questions?
So, yeah.
Your heated seats, by the way, you just press it on for high and down for low. So in the middle for normal, for nothing. High is up. Or down is low.
Oh, right.
It's quite an incline. You can press this button here, which is the hold button, and it will hold it as if you've got your foot on the brake without you having to have your foot on the brake. So you can just have your foot hovering over the accelerator pedal, and when it's safe to do so, you can just press it and it will take the automatic hold off, and you can drive up the hill.
And the parking one?
Parking one is just your normal handbrake, but it does it all electronically, so you can just it'll switch it on and off for you all electronically. When you put it into P and back into D, it will take it off.
So I don't have to do anything?
Don't have to do anything, no. Auto. When you get in the car and it's hot, it will just get it to a temperature, and just leave it. and it will sort itself out. If you get it and it's too cold, but just leave the temperature, it will then, when the car gets warm, it will then start putting the hot air into the car to warm the car up. You can have different temperatures both sides of the cabin, but if you turn this one and it goes to 17 and that one's at 20, then what you're going to have is that side will be trying to keep the car at 20 degrees and this side of the car trying to keep it at 17 degrees. So it will always be fighting against each other. So for the purposes of making it easy, just press that and it will keep the cabin temperature at 20 both sides. But that's just by pressing the dual.
So when we get home and we're getting out of it, do you have to switch it off?
No, just if you just leave it,
you just get out.
And again, you know that I've told you about the temperature, and you've got your MyT app. Now that it's set at 20 degrees on here, if you were to be in the house and you press your button, it will warm the car to 20 degrees or cool it down to 20 degrees. So as long as whatever you've set this at, when you set your MyT app up to put your 10 minutes worth of climate on, it will set it to whatever you've set it at last.